Hey, what up, Extreme Gaming Universe? It is your boy Extreme Gaming. Welcome to my YouTube channel and Facebook. So, kind of want to do something a little bit different um, here on my stream. Yeah, I know I do a lot of video gaming stuff and whatnot, but I'm always I give good advice when advice is needed, and um, how can I say, when it comes to things like that. So if you guys can see from the picture that we got here is a quote, and I kind of like that quote when it comes to that. It says lies, no matter how big or small, can always crack or break the very foundation of trust. And what that means is, to me, is that when you have friends and family, kids and whatnot, the minute you tell that first lie, um, it cracks that foundation. Um, no matter how small it is or how big it is, a lie can destroy a lot of things in life. Friendship, relationships, brothers and sisters. It can destroy that as well. Um, you always have to be kind of open about everything that you say and you want to do in life. I'm far from perfect in my life. I've done made my mistakes. You know, I think that I could have done a lot of better things in life, and right now I'm a better person. I'm a better man. Because of that, you know, I learned a lot from I learned a lot from my fiance in the past 7 years. And I learned that to be a better man, you have to have that lady in your life. For a great example, my boys. I love my boys. Me and my son, my oldest son, we have our relationship has been stronger in the past year and a half since my granddaughter's been born. A lot of things that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but he knew I changed for the better. And every day my son tells me, Dad, keep your head up. Things are gonna fall into place. The other day we were talking, and it was funny because I end up we end up catching this lady. He came to my job and he called me a goat. If people don't know what that means, it's greatest of all time. You know, I never wanted my son to follow my footsteps in the career decisions that I made, but he's there, and I kind of let him journey on his own thing. The only thing that, like, when I always tell him to be careful because it's not it pays well, but you got a lot of crazy people out there that decide that they think they owe the world, and they'll do anything to kind of get out the way. And they don't care if they have to hurt somebody or not. And that's kind of the scary thing, as being a dad, and he's going to be 21. It's kind of crazy because I never thought I have a 21-year-old, but I do, and I'm proud of that. And he's I'm proud of everything that he's done so far. Um, in the past year or so, growing up, to be a man, and when you have kids, you get to talk to them. And I think with me and mine's, what we do is we play hockey. That's our biggest thing. Like, we talk a lot through that, and I think the gaming aspect is what brings us together and brings us stronger. when it comes to, to my boys, and, I got my daughters, I got my grandkids, and I'm, very blessed, from the Lord above that, to have my 4 kids and, to have my grandbabies. I didn't want grandbabies at a young age, but, things happen for a reason. So that's like my way of having kids again by having my grandbabies. And, it's a blessing. And, I get to see them smile and get to, watch them grow and, make sure that, they got great parents and they have a great grandparent, and whatnot. But that word, man, lies. Where can you start with that? That is like very devastating. Like, it's like when you like lie is almost like cheating. If you want to say, that's what I kind of figure that like that word is. And the word trust, man, trust is a big one. Like there is no trust in anything. You will never trust anybody in life. You know, I already in my inner circle is very small, so I really don't have friends. I have a few friends. I have a best friend at work. I had another best friend that he's in Lancaster, but I really don't have truly like best friends. My fiance is my, she's my girl. She's my baby, my queen, and I consider her a best friend. Because she's been there through my ups and downs. When I hit my low, and never giving up on me and whatnot. So, for kids that see this video, or anybody that's in a relationship and whatnot, you know, it doesn't matter how big the situation is or how big things are. You never want to say nothing that's gonna you never want to say nothing that's gonna hurt your relationship. It's always good to like walk away from something when when you guys are arguing. There's always gonna be arguments in relationship. That's kind of for sure. You're gonna have that argument in a relationship. It is always good to walk away and um and go clear your mind, and it doesn't hurt. Yeah, your partner is going to get mad because you walked out the house. Okay, whoopity doo. But it saves you from saying something that you're going to regret in the long run. Um, you do not want to say something that's going to be like, I'm so sick of your shit. You stupid B. And things get physical, or things get, where you start putting hands on each other, because the minute you start putting hands on each other, that's when it kind of ends right there. Uh, a woman shouldn't be putting her hands on a man, and a man to me is a coward if he puts his hand on a woman. A man should never, under no circumstance, should put his hands on a female. A woman is made to be loved. Like, the woman is the greatest gift in life to a man, because the women have the most beautiful body, no matter how it is, big, small, tiny, skinny, whatever. But they give us they give your kids life. They go through the pain of 9 months. They they're very emotional. Like, women are very emotional, man. I tell you that right now. They're very emotional, and you have to treat them with the respect. I mean, because they go through it all. You know, just because you're with somebody don't mean that they're a piece of property. They're not. Um, they don't belong to you. They're not a trophy case. When somebody doesn't want to be with you, just let it go. There's other people that's gonna want to give you a chance. There's probably somebody looking in the background wanting to be with you, uh, or wanting to be with that person. God doesn't put something in your way if you can't handle it. And there's nothing that in your path that you're not going to overcome if you don't put your all into it. Um, you know, I've walked through a lot of stuff in life. I had a lot of ups and downs and trials and tribulations, and you know, um, I prayed to the Lord that things will get better. And you know, when I found my girl 7 years ago, that was my call. Um, and she's been amazing for me for the past 7 years. We just hit 7 years in November. I mean, not November, but October. And to be honest, it's been the best 7 years of my life. You know, she understands everything that I like to do. I can be myself. You know, she accepts my kids for who they are. And never turn her back on them. And a heart of gold and a heart of diamond is what she has. And I get to be lucky every day to like wake up beside her and tell her I love you every day. It can be a 2 minute phone call from work and I'm telling her I love her. And if she don't say I love you, I'm like, I told you I love you. And she's like, I said I love you too. And but when you build a foundation, you know, and you don't want to break that, you don't do nothing stupid in your relationship to mess that up. Temptation can be a son of a bitch, and there's gonna be times where you're with friends and you're hanging out like, oh look at that sexy ass girl, let's go hit that shit. You got somebody that's loyal to you at home. Trust me, guys, and this is for females too. Don't destroy something that you got good for a one night stand, for just a piece of ass or another dick to see if it's any good. It's not worth it, because guess what? Then you have to start all over again. And then when it happens to you, then you're not going to trust, and you're not going to give that person a chance. You know, there is there is people, and it's funny because you see stuff like on Cheaters and stuff like that, and it's funny how they get caught and they be like, oh, okay, I got caught, okay, whoopity doo. But you know what? You look like a total ass when it comes to that. Like, you're making a fool of yourself on TV. And that's what you don't like. You don't want. You know, always treasure what you got, because whatever you lose is gonna become somebody else's treasure. And I've seen it enough where I had friends from middle school and high school where there was so and so, and then that person was so in love with them that they messed up or she messed up, and then they were with somebody else, and guess what? They're together for years. So never destroy with what you got. Um, always talk things out. Always kind of figure out what the situation is and where to nip stuff in the butt. Because like I said, how if you like, let's say like if you're in a relationship, and here's another thing that I see: when you're in a relationship, there's no reason to have a passcode on your phone whatsoever. The minute you have a passcode, that means you're hiding something, and it don't matter what it is. You shouldn't be. If you trust somebody hard enough, or you trust somebody long enough, you're not gonna hide. You're not gonna hide anything. You're not, because if you put a passcode on your phone, it means you're hiding something, and you shouldn't. you know, but like I said, with this picture here, guys, just take a look at it and look what it reads. Lies, no matter how big or small, it will always trust and believe. It will always crack the foundation that you built. It will crack the foundation. It will crack the trust. It will do so much damage if you're not open. And like I said, if you invested a lot of time into showing somebody to love you and to trust you with everything in their being, you guys don't ever want to destroy that. So, just look at that. Because people can be sinister, people can be evil, and they wouldn't care. Because I'm gonna tell you something: if you love somebody, you will never lie to them, no matter what it is. Because at the end of the day, things are gonna come out. They will. Things will always come out. And they'll come out because God has said, oh, it's time to let this out. Okay. Every day that you wake up in life, is a new page. God turns a new page in your book. Okay. He knows what's going to happen to you. It's up to you how that story goes. You're the one that makes the decision whether you do bad or whether you do good. It's not up to God. It's up to you. He just writes it. It depends on how you follow it or how you want to do things. So if you wake up in the morning and somebody look at you wrong and you want to pull out a gun and shoot somebody in the face, that's on you. That's not God's decision. That's your bonehead decision. Your stupidity. Okay? You want to go rob a bank because you're low on money? That's not God's. That's your decision. You want to commit suicide because life is tough? That's you. God knows when you're born. God knows when you're gonna die. God knows who you're gonna be with for how many years. There's nothing that man is not gonna put in your way, okay? That you're not gonna be able to, that you won't be able to overcome. It's up to you on how you do it, okay? On how you decide how to do things. Never give up on hope, guys. There is always hope. And, God always listens to whatever you say or whatever you need help with. Sometimes it's not as fast as you want it, but trust and believe it's going to come. And when that time comes, it's going to be all worth your struggles, all of your heartache, all of your pain, all of your anger. All that stuff will go away. So just remember, when you see your kids, your wife, fiance, girlfriend, always let them know that you love them. And never lie to them, y'all. Always keep it real. Because there's always somebody out there that's watching and hoping and praying that you're not with the person you wanted, with that person. There's a lot of evil people out there. And there's people that don't want to see you happy. They want to see you sad. They want to see you struggle. They want to see you hurt. But don't give people that. So this is like my first podcast, guys, for like 20 minutes. Hopefully you guys like this. I'll probably do a little bit more of this. Let me know what you guys want me to do next. You guys want me to do WWE? You guys want me to talk about sports? You guys want me to talk about anything? Anything you guys need help? Or you guys need any, advice? You guys need advice? Hey, I'm here. Even if I don't know you, I'm always giving my kids advice. I'm always giving friends advice. for the good, not for the bad, but for the good. I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't do, but this is my first live, like I said, live podcast, guys. I've never done this before, um, but it was fun. We'll get another topic. Let me know what's the next topic you guys want to talk about. But like I said, always remember that, guys. Lies, no matter how big or small it is, it will always break and crack the very foundation of trust and the very foundation of your home. Thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless.